Ah, I can finally play my favorite game after this long day.
Odds always be in my favor.
What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I just want to talk about how I feel about Gambit now that he just received his latest round of nerfs. And all that really changed about him was they knocked down his max health a little bit and they decreased his damage boost, which overall for the character I feel was needed, but also kind of unnecessary. I don't feel like 25 extra hit points of him was really causing that major of an issue. Was his damage kind of still busted? Yeah, in ways, but he's definitely still not the strongest, now especially. But overall, I feel like they're really just doing a bad job on fixing the character. And I know it's easy for me to say because I'm not on the balance team and I really don't know what their thought process is when it comes to changing certain characters. But what they need to do instead is, instead of just nerfing down his whole kit in general, which they basically have been doing, they need to focus on the problem that he has, which is his ultimate. It's just simply still too strong. And don't get me wrong, I like the fact that he is a strong character. It's fun to play with a strong character. But when it comes to competitive, I've heard a lot of high-ranking people tell me, because I'm not quite there yet, that he's still in such a good spot that he's still too overpowered and he's a consistent ban. Now, personally, I don't really have that much to say about how strong he is in that respect of the game, because like I said, I am not there. But I know just from playing him in the rank that I am in, and in quick play, that Gambit is still a good healer and an overall good character, but they're not fixing the problem with him, and all they're doing is making it harder to play him. Was he a hard character already to begin with? Yes, because he had a lot to his kit. Did you really need to know how to use his cards? Also yes. But now, it just kind of feels like he's almost awkward to play. Maybe it's just a me thing because I haven't spent a lot of time with the character. After the newest characters came out, I tried them obviously. And also I tried going back and playing other characters just so I could learn more. So I have stepped away from the character for a while, and ultimately that's probably why I feel like he's a little bit awkward to play, because I just haven't played him a lot recently. But when I did, I just didn't really enjoy it as much, because it felt like to be able to do the things that he was able to do before, you just couldn't. I mean, one of my favorite things to do was at least being able to hold the point, or at least get into overtime, and now I don't see any changes to his dash times, but they feel a lot slower. I remember I was dashing around and just being able to get around to heal myself, heal my allies, and like I said, start that overtime if we needed it. But I don't remember his dashes being 10 seconds long. Honestly, I just love the dashes to be changed a little bit, maybe a few second reduction, maybe instead of 10 seconds, they were 7 seconds each. I feel like that'd be decent enough to where it's not too overpowered. But again, I don't think he really needs that either. That's just a me thing, not being able to dash around the map as easily. It could also be because I was just playing with Elsa and you get so much movement with her that I'm not used to his lack of movement. I'm not trying to say the character is weak in any way. There are just a lot of changes they've made to him through the seasons and the patches that I just don't really feel like were necessarily needed. If these changes went to his ultimate and made his ultimate significantly less stronger, I feel like the character as a whole would be more well liked and not seen as a problem character, but instead of character that you need to learn how to play around. But most of the people just want to see him nerfed completely. I've seen some people suggest that they should completely remove the cleansing effect from his kit in general, but that's one of the best things about his kit, is that he can help his allies and himself get out of ultimates. That's the point of being able to know how to use your cards, when to use them. I don't agree with those opinions in general. What I do agree with is acknowledging that he just needs to be completely tuned down. He's just way too strong. He shouldn't be someone you're always having to worry about. I feel like in this game, there should be no character that's so bad that they don't get any picks. I mean, I haven't seen an Iron Man. I rarely see Blade, Human Torch. But I don't want that to happen to Gambit either. I don't need him to go from an S tier all the way down to D or F tier. What I'd like to see happen with Gambit is maybe just a complete redesign. Not necessarily how they get rid of his cleanse and all that stuff, but rework it in a way to where it's more fair. You still have the ability to help your allies and yourself, but it's not so strong that people are just continuously complaining. Because if that's going to be how characters are, I mean, we just got Elsa and she basically just got nerfed within the same release time, then I don't know what the point of adding new characters in if they're not going to be properly tested. Going back to Gambit though, overall, in my opinion, he's still fun to play. He still gets tons of value. He still gets tons of kills, tons of healing. But they definitely need to change his ult. That is definitely something they should have changed a long time ago now. Even they probably should have changed it shortly after his release, like how they gave Elsa her nerf shortly after her release. At the end of the day though, we can only see how the devs are going to handle him further. So we'll just have to wait and see. We have Season 7 coming up in, I believe, around 17 days. So we'll see who gets nerfed, who gets buffed. But let me know how you feel about Gambit. Do you think he's too strong? Do you think he's fine? Do you think he's underpowered? The same opinion where they should get rid of his cleanse completely. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And that's going to be all for me today.
The name's Gambit, mon ami. Remember it.